Alrighty, here we go. Session 27 of our Forbidden Lands game. Um,
Crazy.
which,
Wow.
I mean, originally I intended to just like kind of run Isle of Dread, but with Forbidden Lands rules, and we have deviated wildly from the source material. The only thing consistent is the map.
It is an island.
It is an island, and
And there is dread.
there is dread.
I was going to say, how much can you deviate from an island?
And we have met a dinosaur, so we're somewhat close.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the classic Isle of Dread is very much like a exploration D&D game, so we're staying true to the spirit of it. You guys have
I'm not sure what we're playing, but I'm having fun.
but last time you guys had successfully made your way to the abandoned castle, dealt with the demonic figures that were intent on taking your artifacts. Specifically called out that if you handed them over, that they would let you live. They proved to be immune to conventional weapons, but vulnerable to fire. So with some quick thinking, some flaming logs from the campfire, and torches and lanterns, you managed to send them back to whatever hell they came from. But what was noticeable was, even though these things had no facial features, no mouths, no noses, nothing of that nature, there was a voice that spoke through them, indicating that somebody somewhere out there not only knows you have the artifacts, wants the artifacts, and is powerful enough to summon demons to do its bidding. Probably not a great combination of things.
I will put that in the problem column.
Yep. But forced to stay in the castle for slightly longer than you wanted due to the rain, Caldi and Ryzen went off by themselves to explore, even though they knew that there was a ghost around, who was taking umbrage with the fact that you guys were taking things that she was responsible for. They did manage to avoid her and find a kind of a walled off area of the ruins, in which they came back to the party with this very well appointed carrying litter, silver inlay, and all of that sort of stuff. Probably the single biggest find you guys pulled out of this castle.
Royal Palanquin.
Yep. And managed to not stir up any trouble in the process. When the next day came, the storm had abated, but there's still a very heavy rain. But you guys decided to kind of muster up and head out, trying to get back to your village with your carts full of iron goods that you're hoping to be able to smelt down to make something more useful out of them. Deciding that you would explore the coastal area a little bit, Caldi's keen eyes came across a scene with some of those religious fanatics that you had encountered previously, who were in the process of burning somebody alive. When they had issues getting their pyre lit because of the rain, one of them simply walked up to the bound individual that they had and kind of reached out and ignited his blood in a way similar to what you've seen Trustius do, indicating that at least one of them is a sorcerer. And as we open up the session, Desi is about to head over the hill down into the thick of them. Braith in her hand, kind of urging her on.
I don't know what you're talking about. These bad ideas are always entirely Desi's.
How many are there?
There's about 15, 20.
Oh, that's a lot. Yes, yes, it does.
But they, except for the guy who lit someone on fire without touching him, they seem human.
Yes.
Yeah, and there was
It'll
from
be
my
fine.
team side, there was a clear lack of mutants among them.
That's good. I don't like having to deal with the guys with the wings.
I like to deal with guys with the plague.
I don't really want to deal with people with the plague either, but
Are they armored? What are they wearing for weapons? Sorry, I missed the end of the last session. So
Yeah. Since Cody rolled very well on his scouting, they don't seem to be armored or carrying anything beyond like simple, like, you know, wooden cudgels and the like. Yeah, like wooden clubs. You see a couple of them have like slings tucked into their belts, that sort of thing. No heavy weaponry.
and Desi's just walking into the midst of them, I guess.
oh yeah, she's just stalking forward like something out of a horror movie. I can't remember what it was she said before when she saw them. If it was along the lines of "Oh fuck no," that's just not going to stand. Mm-mm. No way.
Rise in Okatai, we have to kill that sorcerer as fast as possible.
Yeah, I was thinking about fishing him out, like I did with the preacher. I just need to get in range before Desi.
Well, maybe already close enough. Maybe I'll start this party. He's more dangerous the closer he gets, so keep him away.
Well, I'm a hand-to-hand guy. I haven't really learned to do throwing weapons yet, so shrug.
That's fine, just break every leg that gets to you.
We might have to protect Desi, but the closer she gets to that sorcerer, the more danger she's in.
Well, if I survive this, then I'll make a mental note to start learning throwing weapons.
I can show you a few things.
Give me a second. I'm just going to draw some zones on this.
Which was originally going to be my build for Ryzen, and somehow I became a frontline hand-to-hand guy, and I'm not sure how that happened.
You found a
up a
dinosaur bone and said, I want to make a big fucking club out of it.
That's
Oh yeah,
pretty much
right.
it.
I wanted to make a bone jester club bone jester stick out of it, right?
And then you went full club build because you had a.
And then you
cool
realized
bone.
you could hit people with it.
It's great.
You still need to put bells on your big bone club.
Yeah, I need to get it like professionally crafted at some point.
I think Tress just picked up split.
Yeah, I could make you a fancy club.
All right, Chris, I sigh reluctantly and I chase after Desi.
Okay. Just gonna throw people onto a map here.
All these fights are so scary.
Everything in this game is scary.
I'm only nervous because I don't have any willpower. That's not good. Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
I've got 1. I need much more than 1 to be really effective.
It's one more than I have right now.
1's not going to last very long.
We're gonna die.
I'm sure you could bring her back.
I can, technically.
Yeah, as a necromancer, yeah, we could all theoretically come back. Maybe not as player characters.
She trusts you guys not to let her die. Why, I don't know, but she does.
We'll survive it.
I promise, I will never die. Wait, I'm supposed to say that and then get sex, right? I think that's how that works, according to Team
don't-
America.
Oh, God.
Oh fuck! There's more than one sorcerer. Oh my god! There's
Is
2
there?
of them.
Oh, shit.
Wait, there's more than one?
That's not good.
So as Desi starts walking forward,
Shit.
not
Desi.
not stealthily at all.
Oh, no. Desi doesn't know stealth. Even when she wants to. And she doesn't particularly want to. Is Trustius growling at her?
Yes.
Where is she? There she is.
Desi.
She'll get to about there before Trustius's voice kind of sinks in.
We have to move away. This is not a fight we're going to win.
They're lighting people on fire.
I understand that. We can kill them later.
Or we could kill them now.
There's 3 sorcerers there. One of them at least knows blood magic. I can kill you with a thought if I choose to. 3 of them can kill 3 of us.
How do you know there's more than one?
Oh, I assume we can know by looking, since they're labeled.
Yeah, there are 3 that are definitely part of the priestly type, as opposed to just run-of-the-mill cultists.
Sorry, the only way I can see the full map is to zoom it out, so I don't know how you can tell.
Trustius is going by their clothing. They're the ones that don't have shit all over them.
Yeah, I'm just saying that I can't zoom in such a way to be able to tell. I can only zoom out to see everybody, and I can't tell from that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Desi doesn't care. She's just taking Trustius's word for it. He could tell her that they're all magic users, and she'd believe him.
I think it's better that we withdraw.
They're lighting people on fire.
I understand, but it's not something we can prevent at this time.
And
We can
they are in the
prevent it.
process of like adding more wood to the fire.
We can prevent it by killing them. All of them.
I don't believe that we can.
Chris?
Yep.
How far away do I need to be to pick up someone's scent with my racial?
That's a good question.
If I can pick the scent of one of the priestly guy, I could track him for days. but I don't know if I'm close enough for that.
Have to be within line of sight.
Holy cow. It's a long way.
Okay. Yep. Especially right now because I have an eagle sight on. I see. As far as origins,
So yeah, with your keen wolfkin senses, you could easily pick up the scent of one of these. The smell of like smoke and blood, and it's a definitely something that is tingling your olfactory senses.
thanks. So, do we have a chance of saving those guys on the fire? Because if we don't, I can track those guys till they sleep, and we can clear them out. It
They're
depends if
just
we have a chance of saving those guys or not.
They're just going to keep killing people until we stop them.
And they're not going to get, and the group's not going to get any smaller unless somebody whittles them down.
All right. If we're going to do this, at least we'll do it smart. Set up a line here. I'll start with the bow. If it gets too rough, we'll run, all right?
Can you do whatever that magic thing was you did? That trying to think how Tessie would phrase it. Where I just kept fighting and fighting and fighting. Can you do that again?
In a limited fashion, but yes.
Hey, that thing where you like destroyed an entire field of crops, and I don't remember if there was a cow or not. Can you do that to people?
It's like 8 hours.
6, but yes.
So, I'm not good with time.
Do whatever you did that made me not get tired, and I will finish them off. And her hand is just clenching around Briath.
I'm going to have to touch you.
That's fine. Care.
Is it fine with your sword?
You're not the one she's after right now.
Not today, at least. Then he'll reach out, touch her on the forehead, and cast transfer.
Okay.
Just
Better
wanna
roll
double-
well.
Well, it's rank 3, so I can't save cast it.
Yeah.
The good news is, since you're not resisting, I only need power level 1. So.
That's good.
And hopefully I don't blow myself up.
Yeah.
Ingredient doesn't matter, can't save cast. Power level 1.
All right.
I will transfer 3 willpower. Well, it's not much, but I only got 5 to work with.
3 more than I've got right now.
That leaves me 2 unless I need to gack one of the sorcerers.
You've got some kind of background coming through. Yorick.
Yeah.
Sorry, you've got. Okay.
I'm gonna mute. You just might have a delay before I can unmute to ask me something.
Okay.
It's
All right.
just not fast on the phone.
All right. So yes. So this magical energy, this probably kind of like kind of icky, sickly feeling necromantic energy, but energy nonetheless. Passes from Teresius into Desi.
She smiles. It's probably not the most reassuring smile.
Trestius pays very close attention to Bria as she does so. Trying to look as meek and harmless as possible.
If you want first strike, you better do it quick. And she looks almost excited.
I do. Near the same zone, isn't it, Chris?
Yes.
Damn it. All right, I'm going to. We're starting this, right, guys?
I'm getting my harpoon with the rope ready. Try to stick one of the guys, but I'll let you open.
All right,
This
I'm
is
going to
the
run to
plan,
cover. Like Hirsch.
Okay.
Since I can shoot and run at the same time, I will take a shot at this guy right here.
Okay.
Here we go. Really? Push that. At least it's a hit.
Right. Arrow sticks into him.
And fast action. Fire again. Fast shooter 3.
Okay.
And then I'll roll for 2 arrows, I guess, right?
Yep.
I'll take that.
Right. The arrows sink into him. He drops to the ground. Everybody's like, "What? We're under attack!" Which means you guys should probably roll some initiative.
Here we go. This is a big fight, boys.
Yeah, it would have been nice to have Goldie for it.
So many cultists.
Ooh, 3. That's not bad. Except that I want them closer.
Rise it with the 1. Nice.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna like group some cultists.
Does anybody who can do something at range want to swap with me?
Probably. Because I could reach one more zone. I can reach that next sorcery.
Can you roll initiative for me, Chris?
Yep, got it.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'm cool with switching with anybody who can actually do something right away.
I think I'm the only guy that can outside of. Well, Okatai could to the cultists. But I think I could reach that sorcerer in the middle. Since it's long range with a bow, right?
I'd rather we shoot sorcerers.
Hey, Chris, can I ask you a Foundry question?
Sure.
I've tried refreshing this map. There is no way for me to zoom in such a way so that I can like look at individual targets. So I don't know if you have a recommendation on that. All I can do is just zoom in general, and that usually takes me up to the party.
Okay. Yeah, it'll kind of focus on your token, I think. You can try moving the map around. You have a trackpad, right? Or a mouse.
I've got a mouse, but it's got like a wheel in the middle of it.
Yeah. So if you hold down the right button and drag around, you can move the map around, and then you should be able to zoom in on wherever you've dragged the map to.
Oh, okay. Yep. That seems to have helped. Thanks.
I popped the map in Discord too and circled the sorcerers. That helps. Okatai, you theoretically you can move and attack too, and I think you do more damage. But you're gonna have to go into melee, so maybe it's better I take the shot.
Well, if I'm in close range, if anyone tries to go to melee with me, I can counterattack with a spear to the face. So I don't mind being in melee with cultists.
Okay.
Would that put you in melee if you try to run for the sorcerer?
No, I could shoot them from here.
Okay. Where am I in initiative?
I'm just getting all the initiatives sorted right this second.
Okay, good. Will depend on that. I mean, if a bunch of cultists act before me, not too bad. If the two sorcerers act before me, that might be a problem.
Well, right now the
Yeah,
cultists are on a 2 and I'm on a 1.
Well,
So
the cultists have to close anyway, so that's not a big deal. It's the sorcerers we're worried about. Oh, there's a sorcerer.
Depends where I am. Depends on where I am concerning the sorcerer.
Okatai is on 8.
is Chris rolling for each cultist or just like groups of them,
No,
like
group.
blocks of them?
I did them in blocks. I just have to I have to manually add their initiative in.
Okay.
So trade-wise, probably Ryzen for Tristis. And if I hit sorcerer at 3, hopefully with some good rolls, then the last sorcerer goes at 10.
I'm missing something. Where's this third sorcerer? I can only see 2.
Oh, we killed the first one.
Oh, okay, okay.
That
That
was
makes
the
sense
opening
to you
shot.
guys?
Yep, I'm good with that.
Yep, fine.
All right, target sorcerer number 3, I guess.
How many zones away are they?
2.
All right. So that would be short. So that's a -1 penalty.
I can back up 1.
It's still -1. It's not Conan where you're looking for an optimum range.
Yeah, I never did the -1 on the other shots, though.
Yeah, it's because I forgot.
That's a talent I need to pick up.
Sharpshooter.
Yeah, long range sharpshooter, yeah. I'll need that eventually too. Oh no, it's throwing arm for spear.
Yeah. So near is the same zone. Short is 1 to 4 zones away.
Oh, it's that big. Okay.
Yeah. Long is 4 zones, and distant is past that.
Definitely have to pick up that talent. Shot number 1. Ooh, wow. I'll take that.
That was a great shot. He drops.
Roll for arrows. And then shot number 2, I'll shoot the other sorcery.
Okay.
-1 as well. Fuck yeah, I'm good with all this. This is good stuff.
And he drops.
Oh, arrows.
You use up a bunch of arrows in the process, but you do manage to drop both of the sorcerers.
I feel more confident now, Dizzy.
She
Speaking
just
of,
laughs.
Desi is up.
Yeah. Too many games. Can I cross into a zone and hit him? Can't, can I?
Nope. It's both your movements to get up into melee with him.
Shit. Well, she'll move in.
Is she moving up into melee or?
No. She's gonna make him come to her.
All right. Cultist number 1 is like, we're under attack. He'll ready his sling and then he'll fire off a shot at Desi.
Oh no. I would like to not get hit by that.
Okay. Dodge your parry. Just looking at my various paths here.
You want parry. I would expect, because dodging, you have to take a penalty to not fall down or something.
It just depends on how many bonuses I have with various things. I could dodge for free once every round and get a +1 on my dodge. I get a +1 on my parry though too. I'm gonna try to dodge it.
Okay. So it's a -2 if you want to remain on your feet. And +1 because of your fancy footwork.
Yeah, maybe I will parry it then. I'll parry it with Breath.
You have to parry ranged weapon with the shield.
Oh. Yeah, okay, that'll do. Sword Fighter doesn't mention that I have to parry with the sword.
You do. It's sword fighting.
Okay. Because the way it's written, it just says your attack and parry rolls are modified +1.
Yep. If
Okay.
you're using a sword.
Just double checking.
Or if you're using a melee weapon, I suppose. Right. You successfully block that slingshot.
I imagine there will be many more.
Oh, yes.
The odds are still bad, right?
Trustees took out the really dangerous ones.
Oh, that's going to be a hit.
On who?
On you.
Oh! I didn't know you were still aiming at me.
You're the one that is charged forward.
You're the only one in range right now.
Oh yeah, maybe.
So you've used your free parry, but you still have your fast action to parry with if you like.
I also have rank 3 in Defender.
Yep. it just means you can parry an unlimited number of times. Not all of those are free.
Okay.
I think. Wait.
You can parry an
Uh,
unlimited number of times in the same round of combat, but only once against the same attack.
Yep. So, but
So each of these guys attacking me is a separate attack.
yes, but you get one free parry, and then you use one action to parry as many other times as you want. It's like it's a weird thing, but it's not unlimited free parries. It's one free parry and then as many other parries as you want for one action.
Oh, you still have to use an action to do it. Okay, so your fast action will get everybody else.
Yep.
Okay.
I get you.
That is a successful parry.
There's a few tweaky little interpretation rules of this game.
Yeah.
This guy may as well fire his sling at Desi. No need to run into danger.
I mean, we're okay with this. This is perfect. Desi standing out there blocking everything.
It's exactly what she's designed to do.
Yep.
Caldy. Well, Caldy will probably find a place to hide. That seems
Sounds like
confusing.
Goldie. And the opposite of Goldie.
Gogan will unlimber his staff, and he will go up to join Desi.
That's it. Come on. Join the party.
Ryzen.
I will take my bone club out and I will charge forward following Kogan.
Okay. He's like, come on, keep up. Pump those stubby little legs. We'll make an orc out of you yet.
Ah. Sorry, for some reason the ruler is on.
Yeah. Just click the little square brackets up at the top where it's select tokens, and you should be able to move. Oh. Here.
Sorry, can you move me, Chris? Because the map just effed me up a bit, so I got to refresh it or something.
No worries. There we go.
Thank you.
Cultists. Well, there's more people joining the fray now. So he will unlimber his club. There are a bunch of these guys.
So many. It's like being attacked by a horde of kobolds in D&D. At least I hope they're kobolds.
That will take us to Okatai.
With the movement, am I in range of them?
You can get into near range because running for you is a slow action currently.
Yeah, I mean for Harpoon.
Yeah, some of them are within short range.
Okay, good. I'm gonna throw a harpoon as a normal action, and unsheath my spear as a free action. Actually,
All right, perfect.
could you roll my spear for me? Need to add a +2 for harpooner and spear fighter and artifact dice.
I'll have to add those onto your character sheet because they didn't show up.
I don't think it
Because
matters
Arpun,
much.
because Arpuner is not the real. I created the skill because it wasn't on the database.
Okay, so it's going to be 3.
How much willpower did you give me, Tony?
3.
Thank you. Realized I hadn't added them to my sheet.
I didn't have a pile to work with. Sorry.
That's okay. Like I said, it's 3 more than I had before.
So that's going to be 3 damage to that guy, plus poison and bleeding. That is enough to kill a cultist.
Only 14 more to go.
Yeah, there's a
You got this.
Ooh, that guy can actually close with somebody.
That's right. Get within range.
He will. He'll hit you for 1 point of damage.
I will parry with my sword. Because I think Brieth would like to get in on things. Double check.
Breathe is not impressed with those slings.
No, she's not. Defender, does that require the shield being used?
Nope. Defender just requires you to be
Excellent.
defending.
Perfect. Okay. Just making sure nothing needed me to spend willpower on it.
So many dice.
The cultists are starting to feel like perhaps they are outmatched.
It's okay. So are we.
Only
2
one of them.
arrows, I guess. We'll start with the guys that aren't engaged that are closest.
Okay.
Assuming I have 2 hours left, arrows left, because I'm down to a D6.
Yeah. Oh, well, your resource die 1 at a time.
Yep. I'll take that hit.
He's
Close.
still standing.
Shoot him again. These are all -1s, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna let that go. I don't want to break the bow. I think we need it. Still need an arrow die, though, I believe.
Yep.
Whew.
Right. Desi, you're up.
Desi laughs and swings at cultist number 15
Okay.
with Brieth, of course. And yeah, it'll be fine.
Jesus.
I mean, he'll try to parry.
I mean, I would.
Oh, he blocks 2 of it.
Ah.
Which means he only takes 2 damage and is still alive.
Do I want to change that?
Probably.
Yeah, I kind of do. So that was my last action in the round.
Yep.
Okay. I will spend a willpower, and I don't want to waste a willpower on this guy. He's right there. I mean, Ryzen or Kogan's probably gonna get him. Yeah, I'm gonna save the willpower. I'm not gonna hit him again.
Okay.
But Desi will continue laughing.
Well, and Trustius is the crazy one.
I have recent on the fact that she was a crazy one a while ago.
Firing a sling at
There's enough crazy
Desi.
to go around.
Some of these guys are smart enough to stay out of the crazy person's range.
I don't know what you're talking about.
There's some Chris days.
I will happily pass my cursed dice on the cultists.
Oh, that's going to hit Desi for 1 point of damage.
I will parry that.
Okay. Okay, that is a successful parry. Ding!
Ting.
She's good at that.
Mhm.
Oh, that is also going to ding Desi.
Gonna parry again.
Okay.
I don't need fast actions if they keep coming to me.
Okay, that is a parry.
Ting.
Oh, we're getting into XP territory now. It's like 5 attacks.
Caldy's like, go get him, guys. You got this.
Give me some arrows. No, okay.
That's what we need Culty to do during these fights. We just need him to keep churning out arrows, tossing them to Trustius.
Okay. Kogan will close with this cultist. He'll yell out to Rising. He's like, I got the one on the right. You get the one on the left. Uh, oh, cultist will successfully parry.
Wow.
Right. Ryzen. There's a couple of wounded cultists. There's one that Desi's facing off of that's got a sword gash. There's one that just took an arrow to the knee. And then there's 2 fresh ones, one of which Kogan is engaged with.
Which one did someone suggest I just go after?
Kogan told you to go after the one on the left, which would be that guy.
Which is the one you just highlighted?
Yep.
Okay, I will charge him.
Okay.
That's as close as it'll let me go unless I'm doing something wrong.
Yep. Nope. That's perfect.
Okay. I don't know if that took up all my actions or if I can still attack him.
You can still attack him. And don't forget your D8 for your Hammer Fighter 3.
See what the halfling meta says.
And roll a D8 as well.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. So it's going to be 1 damage. He will try to parry. Oh, he will successfully parry. Club on club violence. Right. These guys. I'm going to fire at Kogan this time. Oh, should have been a -1 on that. That's a hit.
Uh-oh.
Kogan will take a point of damage. That seemed to work really well. They realized that the orc can't parry.
Because he used all his moves.
And he doesn't have a shield.
He doesn't have a shield. He'll make a fine zombie. Or I'm gonna miss you. What's your name?
Maybe you'll remember his name once he's dead.
Kogan's getting beat up.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, 1 point at a time.
Well, when you have 5 hit points, losing a hit point is like significant, right? 20% every time you take a point of damage.
Yeah.
It's a little more than death by paper cuts.
And of
So
course,
how
then the death spiral happens, right? Because your attacks are based on your hit points. You take
Yeah.
those.
How many hits has Kogan taken now?
4.
He's an orc, though, so
Ah, yeah. How wounded does he look?
He's taken a bunch of like little batters and bruises.
But he doesn't look like he's in danger of falling over anytime soon.
It depends on how these guys continue to roll.
Fair.
typical bull. He's beating on the weak guy. Oof.
Oh, that is enough.
Kogan!
That is enough to drop Kogan.
Oh! Oh no!
Okatai did promise him better gear once we get home.
Yeah. Oh, he
He's
is
gonna live that long, yeah.
he is breathless.
I will try to give him time to catch his breath.
What does that do?
Oh, that's like a no effect critical. That's like a good critical. So he will spend willpower to get back onto his feet
Cause orc.
because he is an orc. He only had 1 willpower, mind you, but he's still on his feet.
What it's for.
That cultist. Oh, that cultist can close. Oh, that cultist is closed with eyes. Swing his club. Oof.
Oof.
That is going to be a solid hit to Ryzen.
I want to use my free halfling dodge thing.
Okay. So you can make a move roll, or you don't have any willpower to power your halfling talent, but you get your free dodge from defender or fast footwork.
So just click move.
Yep.
Do I get any bonuses or no?
-2 if you want to stay on your feet.
I don't care about that right now. I just want to
Okay.
be hit.
+1 for fast footwork.
Oh, I didn't add the +1.
Okay. So one more d6.
Yeesh.
Okay. So that is 2 points of damage to Razin.
To which attribute?
You can roll your armor first, and then it goes to your strength.
Sorry, how do I roll my armor? Do I click it under gear or is it in combat?
In combat, up at the top, there's it says armor, and it'll have your total armor rating.
Yep, thank you.
Yep. You stopped at 1, so you only take 1 point of damage to your strength.
And I guess I have to click that myself. It didn't do it automatically.
Correct. Okatai, things are starting to turn down there.
Any cultists get into my zone? I don't think so.
No, nobody has moved in.
Take a slow action to move into the zone with the others.
Yeah, it
So I
does
can-
with you. Yep. Well,
Slow action because of my wound.
yep.
I just want to be close enough to be able to heal Kogan.
Okay. So you limp your way over into there.
Yep. Because I need to be in the same zone, I think, for healing and
Right. So yeah, as you move, like you can feel like the bandages on that leg wound are like they're kind of tightened up a little bit with the as the blood dries and as it heals, and you feel something like kind of pop loose again. You're like, oh shit. More cultists.
if one of them get into the close range with me, I'm gonna react.
Okay. What is this guy gonna do?
So many cultists.
Yeah, you guys have dropped 0 of them.
Dropped 3 sorcerers, though.
Yeah.
No, we dropped 1.
Altogether, there were 18, including the 3
Yep.
occultists. Yeah,
The sorcerers went down like a sack of
they don't
potatoes.
do these.
The cultists, however, are like, no.
It's 'cause
But
they don't rely on magic to do stuff.
fire off a sling at Desi.
No. Her laughing is really creeping people out.
Yeah, like, shut up, shut up.
It's just Desi trying to recruit.
Oh, 2
Oh.
successes on that one.
Was that a Desi?
Yep.
Okay. If you don't say, I'm gonna ask. Yeah, she'll parry with the shield.
Okay. Oh, successful parry.
I don't know where you got your dice from, but keep them.
I don't know either, but I like them a lot. They're very nice.
Right. This guy's
I
gonna
will
fire
praise them and call them pretty things.
a sling off a Kogan. Miss. This guy. He's gonna go up and join his friend.
Come on in nice and close.
Jeez, how many more cultists are there?
So many.
There are 15, I think.
Feels like we've gone through more than 15 by now.
Nope, we're on number 15 right now. I love the fact that her laughing is creeping them out enough that they're missing. This is
Yes.
great.
You're creeping out the crazy cultists. Trustius.
Okay, arrow number 1 going after one of the wounded guys.
Okay.
Because I don't do a lot of damage, but I could shoot twice. Assuming I have arrows.
Oh, that's a good solid hit.
And do I have arrows?
Yes.
I do. Second shot, the other wounded guy. Because there's 2 wounded, I believe.
Yep.
This one, the roll. I'll take that damage. And do I have arrows? Oh, God, I do.
Whew.
Perfect. So, Desi, as you turn to face these two that are closer to you, like 2 arrows come out of the tree line, drop both of them. You're up.
She'll spare a glance back to Trestius, like, "What are you doing?" And then she'll. Do I have my fast action?
Yep.
Okay, she'll run up to the one by. Actually, she'll run in between them,
Okay.
between 13 and 5.
Okay.
And Kogan looks like he's in rougher shape.
They're both really rough.
Oh,
They're both of them are sitting at 1 strength.
no, Ryzen and Kogan.
Uh-huh.
Oh shit. I will. Desi will strike at number 13 then,
Okay.
because Ryzen's smaller than Kogan, and theoretically Kogan should be able to protect himself.
Kogan makes a better zombie. Trustius does not say that out loud.
No, I hope.
Yeah, I would be a pathetic zombie. That's right.
Rises like, raise me. I don't know, but
So she hits the number 13.
He parries.
Oh.
wow. Okay, so they can't do damage, but they're really good at defense, apparently.
I can't do anything about their parries. It's not armor.
The big problem, Desi, is you use your fast action so you don't get your unlimited parries next turn. So this
That's
turn
okay.
coming up.
I've got other things I can do to parry and stuff. I'll be fine.
I'll be fine.
Yeah. No, she's not going to take a second swing at him to save willpower.
Okay.
There's only 13 left. We're good.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm sure that having the creepy chick with the sword, though, between them is probably going to distract them from hitting Kogan or Ryzen again.
Well, one of them slings Kogan. Kogan will try to move. He'll just throw himself out of the way. Badly. Oh, this is not looking good. Kogan goes down and has no willpower to get back up.
These guys do not like orcs, apparently.
No, they do not.
Ooh, broke his nose.
How would you tell?
Poor Kogan.
It is not lethal, thankfully. But Kogan... He's not dead, he's just down.
Okay. It's okay. More for me.
Speaking of... This guy's going to fire off a sling at the archer that's dropping people.
Oh, there we go. Does cover help me any?
Cover works like armor, so you get a couple extra dice of armor.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not near range of me. I can't do anything about it.
But that
That's
one
all right.
is. This guy's
At least
got-
they noticed the archery.
I could have done with them not noticing you for a while longer.
More
Until you ran out of
Trustius.
arrows.
That is going to be 1 point of damage to Trustius.
All right. So how's the cover thing work?
Basically, it's a tree trunk, so it has 5 dice of armor. So you roll your tree trunk first, and then you roll your armor.
So 5 dice.
Yep. Pching! Bounces off the tree trunk.
Perfect. It's the first time I've taken cover, I think, in 27 sessions.
Yeah, I don't remember ever seeing you roll for an inanimate object before.
No, I'm usually casting spells, right? This is different for me.
I may as well fire one off at Desi so she doesn't feel left out.
Ah, it's okay.
Ding!
She'll parry. Let me just see which one. Yeah, because this will be the free one.
Yep. That's the thing. If you have a defender, ooh,
Jesus Christ!
Could've used
catches
that
the
for
catches the
anything
ball,
else.
eats it.
okay. Caldy has
Just
willpower.
yell over. Do you need this back?
Caldy, I'm gonna say he'd spend a willpower and a slow action to dig some arrows out of his pack.
Oh, that's lovely.
That'd be very nice.
And then he'll use his fast action to move over to where Trustius is. Ryzen.
Okay, a couple questions about the scepter, Chris.
Yep.
So the earthquake ability, how far is its area of effect again?
It's single target.
Oh, it's not an area.
No, it's single target, but it does like a D6 plus a lot damage.
And the damage it does to me, is it a random attribute?
No, it's to your wits and your agility.
Okay. So it only affects one target as opposed to an area.
Yep. But it does a D6 plus 2 ignoring armor.
Oh, wow.
Ignoring armor's nice.
Free kill. Well, quote unquote free.
I think for now I'm just going to use my club because I was hoping it would take out an area like I imagine an earthquake would. Okay.
No. But it will destroy buildings, so if you have a bunch of people in a building and then you destroy the building, they'll suffer.
Okay. I'm just going to go and attack the cultist in front of me.
Okay. It will hit. He will parry. The two of you are going at it tooth and nail. They're not very strong combatants, but they do have a strong sense of self-preservation, it seems. Not that strong because I haven't fled yet, but numbers are
I was going to say, apparently not.
no, numbers are on their side.
They're not wrong,
That's
really.
That's one of the bonuses of being fanatics.
Right, this
They're
guy
not wrong. They're just not entirely right.
is going to try to hit Desi upside the head.
Desi will not go along with that at all. She will parry with a big ass sword.
She doesn't have any actions left to parry with.
Oh.
But you have my good armor on.
Do you have your good armor on?
And I know that because I'm wearing your crappy ass armor.
That's right.
Hiding behind a tree.
Can I dodge instead?
You can, because you get a free dodge every round.
Excellent. I will dodge instead.
So net -1 if you want to stay on your feet.
I do.
She's untouchable.
Apparently.
She's in a mood.
That's an XP for me right there. I mean, all this is nuts. She's taken what, 15 attacks?
I have no idea. I haven't been keeping track, and I probably should at some point, but yeah,
It's disgusting.
a little bit.
In a good way.
Yeah.
All right, so they're going to try to concentrate fire on Desi. That'll be a hit.
Okay, so with fast footwork, it says I can dodge an unlimited number of times in the same round, only once against each attack. No matter how many times you dodge, it never counts as more than one action.
Yep, but you don't have any
So I can't
actions.
do it a second time. Gotcha. So I'm going to actually have to take this.
Yep, you have to trust in your armor.
That's never a good feeling. Oh yeah, I'd have to spend willpower. Okay. Come on, trusty chainmail.
Okay.
It's enough.
Yeah.
Another one coming at Desi.
Could make me spend willpower, damn it. Or not.
Yeah. No, the cultists are just like concentrate fire on her while she's winded.
Winded?
Well, you can't dodge your parry.
She took
So
a breath.
Yeah, if she hears him yell that out, she's gonna act kind of offended. Winded?
Wow.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, tell me about it. It isn't even so much my luck as the cultists' lack thereof. And I'm okay with that too.
Oh,
Oh, it's gonna run out. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. All right. So Manny.
yeah, you have to trust in your armor. Because you have no.
Path of the Blade just lets me attack.
Yeah, and Path of the Shield is immediately after you parry, you can spend willpower to have it not count as an action.
Yeah.
So.
Come on, nice chainmail.
Oh.
Oh.
That's going to be 2 points of damage to Desi's strength.
Oh. That's not good. She stops laughing.
Somehow that's worse.
Seeing the weakness under defense, one of them is going to swing his club at you. For another point. You can roll your armor.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Oh, another one gets through.
Oh no.
And damages the armor even.
Oh no. What?
If you take damage and roll skulls, it damages the armor.
Oh.
Okatai. Things have taken a turn.
Desi actually got hit. Finally. Twice in a row, even.
Oh, our Earth is dizzy. And
Well,
is sorry.
she's taken 3 damage that seemed to get through her armor.
Okay. Is Hogan bleeding out?
No, there's no bleeding out in this unless a crit says lethal.
Yeah, that's why I'm checking.
Yeah.
No,
If,
it just broke his nose.
none of his crit are killing him right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Just for the fear scare factor, I'm going to cast Healing Hand on Desi.
Okay.
After they finally hurt her, she's just going to get back on her feet.
Okay. Perfect. That will heal 3 points for Desi.
Perfect.
Keep my fast action to react to shit.
Okay. The cultists almost had you on the ropes.
Desi's gonna smile back at the cultists.
I want to get Kogan back in the fight, because it's 2 attacks per round, but if Desi has no strength, she's not killing anyone.
Nope, nope, she's not.
Right. Is there anything else from Okatai?
Yeah, no, I'm keeping my fast action to react to things.
Okay. Right.
Is he running away?
Uh,
He is bravely running away. Can't say I believe it.
Yeah, some of them break and run. Like they were doing fine, and there was this momentary sense of like, we have this, when they saw Desi kind of like fall down onto one knee as the stones pelted her. But then like Okatai reaches out his hand and that green healing magic flows through her, and she just kind of like, I imagine looks up, kind of tosses the hair out of her eyes, and they're like, fuck it, we're out.
And smiles.
Yeah, that's what I meant by fear factor.
Yeah. All right, Trustius.
Well, there's some that haven't chosen to run yet. So I suppose they need some arrows. Assuming I don't run out. I just want to keep this route going, is what I'm doing.
Yes.
Two's fine.
Here we go.
Which one would you like to shoot?
Wounded one if there is. If there isn't, then one near the campfire. Not one that's engaged, but one over here.
Gotcha. Perfect. So yeah, you fire off an arrow, kind of catches that guy as he's looking to bolt too, and then you kind of reach back for another arrow and realize that you are out.
And I'll take the arrows that Caldy's giving me.
Okay, perfect. Gives you 1 resource die worth of arrows.
Back to D6.
Desi.
She's between 2 cultists.
Yep.
So she's gonna. Kogan's already on the ground.
Uh-huh.
So she's going to swing at number 13 first,
Okay.
smiling the entire time. And just a sec, I'm looking for. Yeah, I'll be spending a willpower after.
Oof.
So that's on the first one.
He will try vainly to parry that. Oh, he
No.
dies.
Oh, do.
And then she will, using Path of the Blade, I'll spend a willpower to immediately attack again in close combat, which would be cultist number 5,
Okay.
because he foolishly stood too close. He should have run when he had the chance.
Sheesh.
He hasn't had the chance.
He's had plenty of turns in the past.
That drops him.
And then she'll smile back at like 6 and 8 and 4.
You do still actually have your fast action if you'd like to do anything.
No, I'm gonna need that for parrying, I'm sure.
We have learned this. Yes.
Yes. She is going to yell out to them, "Come on in."
They are doing the opposite of that.
I can't say I blame them.
And they are just like they're not even running in like an organized direction. They're just running.
That's the sensible thing to do.
Cody's just gonna hunker down behind some trees here. Good job, guys.
Also a sensible thing to do.
Right, Ryzen.
It looks like Desi's got this. How many are actually left? The bunch by the fire?
Yeah, and they look like they're getting ready to bolt. Like everybody is just heading in like every direction, just trying to get away from this mad woman.
I'm gonna add to the chaos, and I'm gonna scream like a lunatic and charge one of them.
Okay.
Can I get to the closest one?
You won't be able to melee with him, but you might get an attack for opportunity when he tries to flee.
Okay, that works.
Perfect.
How far do you want me to move?
You can move base to base with him. Perfect. Yeah, these guys are getting ready to bolt, and you just let out this kind of like, high pitched like scream from beyond.
Actually, I'm gonna laugh maniacally like the Joker would or something, like a jester who's just gone mad.
Perfect. So Desi's insanity seems to be catching.
Desi doesn't sound insane. Desi sounds like she's having fun.
That's the same thing.
That's the same thing. Yeah.
This guy is going to try to run from Ryzen. He is not going to succeed, so you do get a free melee attack at this guy as he tries to flee. Yeah. You can get a free attack on him there, Mark. Oh, there we go.
Oh, his heart wasn't in it.
It's hard to hit them when they're scrambling like a cartoon character.
Yeah, the maniacal laughing threw off my aim.
Check. Right, so he does still move, but you get the free attack. Okay, and you get a free attack at this guy as well there, Resin. Yeah, I had to double check because if they fail the move roll, it's a free attack. So it's not like D&D where you only get one attack of opportunity.
Well, that's good to know. Hey, he's still laughing. Still laughing. Pretty sure this fight's done, eh?
Kinda looks that way. I mean, unless Okatai starts pinning them to the ground with this
Yeah.
harpoon.
Okatai is up. Everybody seems to be fleeing in every direction.
My initial song is just EO Togen.
Okay.
People are fleeing. The fighter's done. If you want to run after them, it's not going to be me doing the running after people.
Well,
Just get him back on his feet.
Yeah. So Kung kind of looks up. It's like, did we win?
Yep. They're fleeing.
As you
And
know,
the very dangerous one are still dying on the ground.
but yes, unless people give chase, the cultists just flee off into the hills.
I don't see any reason why we should chase them, do you?
Desi kind of takes a few steps in that direction.
I'm gonna walk toward the people on the being burned alive to try to see if I can save anyone.
If they were all running together in a cluster, sure, but they've scattered to the winds.
You can track them, can't you, Okatai?
Like, we did this to save people. We still have time to save some of them.
I can't do anything against fire.
But yes, the person that has been immolated is quite dead.
Was there other prisoners?
No, it looks like just the one.
Let's take a look at the sorcerers. See, the priests, whatever they are. See if they have anything on them. And no, Desi, we should not chase them through the woods.
I'm not. Although if Okatai could track them, it'd be really handy.
In fact, one of them, but they don't seem to be going the same place.
No, they just kind of scattered, didn't they?
We have to get the cards home before we worry about chasing after cultists.
Right. And I'm sure they're all going to the same place eventually, so when we do track them down, probably still find them all.
Or since they scattered, maybe some of them will find better thing to do than join back with the cult.
Maybe. That is possible.
That might be the stuff they need to just, I'm gonna go back home and make wooden chair.
We do have an invite to go visit their city.
Yeah. I'm not keen on cities. I mean, we'll have to go there eventually, I'm sure, because there's probably stones
personally-
there.
I'm personally not a big fan of that city specifically. Not a
Yeah.
fan of city in general, but this one more than the others.
So as you search over the sorcerers, you find, I mean, each of them has a staff, and they're wearing robes and like some religious paraphernalia. Seems to be that same cult that you have dealt with before. They are carrying a total of 29 silver.
Nice. That's Yurik. You're taking care of that, right?
Yep, I'm noting that.
And one of them also has a very finely made drinking horn with silver details. Caldy be able to tell you that that's probably worth about 12 silver to the right buyer.
Nice. But no components, no indication of who they are, names or
No,
letters or.
no driver's license or anything of that nature.
Okay. Names are important for a sorcerer. Just saying.
Yeah.
That's why you got to ask people before you kill them.
Well,
Are you old enough to be
just takes
practicing
longer
this
to raise
witchcraft?
them than ask them.
How much was the drinking horn worth?
12 silver.
Okay, good. Knowing that.
Desi will kind of bump shoulders with Trustius. And you were
He'll
worried.
half fall over, stagger from the weight.
You were worried.
We got lucky. My initial volleys were effective.
Your initial volleys, you target priests very well. That was very nice. I liked that very much. It was good not to have to worry about them.
However, I have a delicate subject to propose. If I might.
Okay. Never been shy about it before. What?
What do you want to ask them?
The priests? Oh, yeah. I'll
If
back
we-
away if
we
you're
bring, I'm not going to raise them. Well, not yet, but if we bring one back and given time, I can extract information from his corpse. And I know your sword doesn't like that very much, but I think for the greater good, the more information we have, the better it will be, yes.
The greater good.
Always been a big fan of.
Code for don't stab me.
I've always been a big fan of kill them and ask question later.
I'm sure that Brieth would have opinions on the greater good. So, and Desi will sheath Brieth and tie the little bindings, the leather bindings around her to try to slow her down. So whatever you're doing, I'm gonna just take a little stroll that way.
Yeah, we'll do this at home. Take some time.
Okay, Yeah, that works too.
Simply need to bring one of them with us. The rest can go in the fire.
That's fine. If you
No,
didn't need all
Katai,
of them.
I'm going to need a tower to keep that sword away from my work.
Yeah, put it in the plans. We just need more stone. Sent as much people as I could to the quarry. But we'll need stone. Lots of it if we want to build that. But I'm working on it.
Or, let's take a priest and clean this mess up, I suppose. And then I expect we're heading home unless Desi intends to track these cultists through the forest.
Like I said, if we track them, we're tracking only one of them. I don't think it's the best use of our time.
I am not a tracker. I need Okatai to do that for me.
Like I said, I can track one. I just cannot track all of them.
And like you said, we do need to get this stuff home.
And the priest here will have all the information we need about the rest of them anyway, I expect.
Dizzy kind of gets a weird look on her face when she says home. Like it's just kind of occurring to her that there's a place she can call that. Yeah. All right. Thanks for the strength back there and the healing. It was nice. It was good. She'll walk back over to the carts.
And Trustius kind of mutters out of his breath like comic panel style. There's nothing good about my magic. In a way that no one hears, but the audience hears, right?
The beauty I would have given you the under grip. Yeah, I know.
Okatai's ear kind of turns around, right?
Yeah, I know. Grab the priest, wrap him up, put him on the on the top of the weapon stack.
Are you guys doing
Yeah.
anything with the body tied to the pyre?
Yeah, I'm gonna I did go to try to save him, so I assume I did try to untie him and bring him out to find out he's dead.
All right. So when you untie him and kind of take him down, you can see like the flesh. It's like dry and crinkly and kind of flakes off, and it starts to flake off fairly rapidly. Like a really dry pine tree shedding its needles, and then a ruby about the size of your fist falls out of the body to your feet.
Oh,
Okatai.
I'm gonna grab that. Could there be a link between the sacrifice and the artifact?
Allow me.
We dress this with the stone.
Trustius, I assume, knows what this is.
He does.
I'm pretty sure we all know what it is at this point.
I got a good idea, I think.
Uh,
I specifically asked if we did, and I was told it's the elven secret that elves regenerate from stone. So I assume I don't.
yeah,
Trustius has never explained that.
yeah. You know that it is an elvish ruby. Folks have heard of elvish rubies, but only elves know what they actually represent.
Okay, so I can actually say I think that was an elf and you the ruby. but no more than that. Not what it's used for.
Trustees will quite solemnly um, pick up that ruby if nobody stops him.
I did pick up the ruby and ended it to you when I got to the guy.
And
So
he'll wrap it up in a piece of cloth and kind of hold it close to his heart for a moment. Say something in Elvish that I doubt anyone understands, but he seems full of sorrow. And for Trustius, that's I guess it's fairly normal for him. But it seems significant.
your compatriot seems to have gone with the wind. I assume it's not worth our time to bring him home to bury him if you have that stone. He's just getting carried by the wind.
The stone will be sufficient.
I was intending on giving him a grave, but his body is leaving us.
And the rest of these bodies can go in the fire. Let them burn.
Well, I think they're going to fester because that fire is not going to get much higher. It rained all day yesterday. I can make a pile. Best they're going to get.
Just leave them. Why even waste our time and energy?
Yeah, that's my point. If I did put them on a fire, it would just make a pile. That's what I meant. Make sure we reclaim them.
I agree.
The
Let's go
animals are
home.
gonna scatter them anyway. Can you tell who that is?
It's a gem.
Who that was.
She'll point to Brieth. Kind of familiar.
It's not the same thing.
Okay. I'm not used to gemstones just randomly rolling out of bodies, but I'll take your word for it.
Stones that are created to defeat Yakus or through a ritual, by my understanding. Powerful
Yeah.
elves. This is something different and private.
Okay.
There's no money to be made from this stone.
I didn't think there was.
We care about when just want him to rest.
Just
Anyway.
because I don't know what all Tony knows about the Elvish rubies, so I sent you a message on Discord that kind of explains it in kind of like high overview terms.
Yeah, I'm reading it now. It's pretty much what you told me before. The biggest thing is that you told me that people don't know that elves turn into rubies. Right?
Yeah, run of the mill people don't the esoteric scholar here and there would know of it.
Right. So I'm trying to sell that the gems from the stones, the infinity stones, are different than this.
Yep, for sure.
The Infinity Stones.
That's kind of infinity stones, right? You collect them all and then you win, right? Because apparently, as you explained, Chris, that this whole turning into a gem thing is kind of a big elven thing, right?
Yeah, it's basically it's how they are reborn.
Yeah, it's not a small cultural thing, so I'm just trying to play it up a little bit.
Yep, for sure.
All right,
just
so maybe we'll head back.
Too bad. I just wanted them to rest in peace. I'm gonna clubber around and check on the rest of the cultists, see if there's anything that could be useful, and then just leave them be. Let the nature reclaim them.
Slings, cultist robes, and clubs. These guys are They're not anything. I mean, they're numerous, but they're not dangerous.
Like, yeah. So that's it, but just checking just in case, not missing something. And I'll try to prevent my pig from eating them.
Mm.
All right. So yeah, you guys kind of spend some time, kind of like checking over everything. It's still early morning since you set out from the castle. So where would you guys like to go to?
Well, we were carting stuff home. Gonna continue carting stuff home.
I'll be aiming to keep going. I think it's east toward the village.
Yeah. Do you want to just go like due west towards the village, or do you want to take the longer unexplored way?
Yes. Longer unexplored way.
All
Yep.
right.
Since Tony's not here to say no.
So
You could always go one that we know of and then go down one.
it depends whether you want to follow the coastline or not.
All right, there's coastline there.
I mean, it's more likely that we'll run into people along a coastline because people, water.
Right.
All right. So I will need a lead the way roll at -2 because of the rain, and I will need somebody to give me a scouting roll since Culty isn't here.
Or do the scouting.
I can do scouting if nobody else does. My pool is 4, so
Yeah, my pool is only 3.
okay, I'll do it. Chris, do I get any modifiers?
Nope.
Okay.
Oof.
Don't put that. It's useless. You cannot even get a success if you do.
Oops, too late.
All right.
Ouch.
So as you guys push south, following the coastline through this more hilly terrain, and you can see like it's a fairly extensive coastline. It goes on for like 20-30 miles. There's no doubt that this isn't a lake. That this is salt water. Water. It's the sea coast. But nothing untoward happens towards you as you finish off the morning. The rain finally stops.
We're gonna turn toward the village.
Just beeline at home now, eh?
Yeah, pretty much. We just wanted to get our
XP.
1 extra hex.
Okay.
A bit of exploration done.
Right. So again, I will need a lead the way and a scouting roll.
I could do scouting this time. I got 4 dice since Ryzen hurt himself. I'll take that every day. Oh, could die with all those dice.
There's even some Uncle talent that would make me even better at Lead the Way.
All right. So as you start to make your way into this more forested area, not thick forest, not jungle like, just run of the mill forest. Trustius is kind of scouting ahead a little bit, and you find the decayed remnants of a body laying across the path in front of you. Wild animals have already been through here.
Like a human, or
Looks to be human from this distance.
I kind of wait for everyone to catch up. Stay at a safe distance. Okatai. Something's dead ahead.
Dead?
A body of some sort. I'm not sure what it is.
Sure, it's not gonna wake up.
I could wake it up.
I mean, last time there was a couple of bodies around, it was a battlefield, and suddenly we were surrounded by undead.
I can't tell much from here. We can go around, or we can investigate. Whatever you think is
I mean,
best.
if there is only one, I'd investigate. Somebody might have got lost, and it's the only chance you'll have to be remembered.
And when I say there's a body, it's kind of like there's part of the body over there. Oh, there's another part over there. Oh, there's a part that's been dragged over there.
Yeah, make her a little bit short.
Has it been dead recent, or
You'd have to get closer to examine it.
the alternative is there's something that killed this man? Something close.
But we're getting closer to the village if there is something, a menace close, like an... My vote is on investigating that thing. Just making it sure.
Oh. Remind me to craft some arrows when we get home with all this iron.
When we get home, whenever we get home, we have a few stuff to repair and prepare before we head out again. You need arrow, you need an armor and a sword and a axe. Not leaving until Kogan is fully decked out. Yeah, let's go check that remains.
After you, I'll stay in the back, of course.
Just check if something is watching or coming. I'll go check it up.
Okay.
So I think it's Peter in hand, and I go closer to the remains, try to examine them and evaluate what happened.
Okay. Right. So as you approach it, the kind of the largest chunks of it, there's no flies on it. And then as you're kind of crouching down and looking, you see a little distance away, maybe 30, 40 feet through the underbrush, what looks like a dead, like wolf carcass. You kind of look over that way, and you can see other scavenger corpses.
This sounds like a bait, some kind of like antlion, something that is immobile and just lure things closer to it, or a plant. Could I try a lore roll to try to identify something that runs like that, or a survival roll?
Yeah. Well, first of all, you can give me an endurance roll.
Uh-oh.
That doesn't sound good.
And the endurance roll is before the lore roll because I stepped on something.
It's a 96 endurance roll.
Oh, that's not good.
Ooh.
Damn. I feel like I need to put that. Well,
Right.
Chris, is it something natural?
No, it is not.
I would have activated my pride if it was something related to nature.
Let me check. Let me look at your pride. It might be applicable.
I keep forgetting we could do that.
I would say
I'm trying to get my.
I think your pride would apply in this case. It's natural enough.
Okay, it's close enough to being natural. I might lose my pride, though.
All right. So yeah. So you get to erase your pride, and next game you don't have one, and the game after you get to choose a new one.
Okay. Or the pride.
Uh, all right. But as you're looking at it, um, give me a lore roll would be appropriate. Um, you're gonna you're gonna guess that whatever killed this, you're gonna guess human, maybe half elf. Um, it was dead when it got torn apart by scavengers, and whatever killed it probably killed the scavengers before they got 50, 60 feet.
Desi's just standing there looking slightly clueless.
Oh, it was dead when it was torn apart. But I don't have a specific thing that would use the body as a bait in mind.
Any
I'm
reason
gonna
we shouldn't we go around?
I'm gonna turn back and get back to Trestus was keeping guard. It was probably humanoid that died, but there's plenty of predators that are dead around it, scavengers. So I think whatever comes to scavenge that thing ends up undead by whatever killed the first thing. But the way it traps things, I think it's not something that moves a lot. It just brings stuff to himself. So it might be wiser to move around.
Whatever you think is best.
I don't know what we are dealing with, but since I cannot spot it, and I don't know how dangerous it is, I think it's safer to just skirt around it. Don't want us to get done by something.
Well, if you don't think it can move, then moving around it makes some sense. We're almost home. It's taken us a very long time to get to the castle and back.
It might be able to move, but I don't think it likes doing so. It will wait for stuff to come closer and scavenge the stuff and attack those things. So give him a little space. Let's move around that zone and try to beeline home.
Agreed.
You guys are creeped out by a corpse that's been sitting out here for a while. You
Not
two.
freaked out, but I think it's a bait. I think the body on the ground is a bait. A bunch of other predators that have been feeding on it are dead around it.
Okay, but we're not planning to eat it, right? And they probably were.
Yeah.
This ain't.
Yes.
My point is that it's not the body that's poisonous. There's something using that body to hunt other things. It's a bait.
Your sorcerer and your druid have given you their opinions.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's fair. I said we could take on a whole grove of cultists, and you guys believed me, and we did, so, yep. No, you're right.
It might be nothing, but since I don't know what it is, I just don't want to deal with it.
Right. We don't want to have to haul carts back with some of you laying on top of them because you're feeling sick. Gotcha. Makes sense.
And if it eats the horses, it's exhausting to animate horses.
Oh,
And enough trouble finding a mount. I'm not looking for more.
I just figured you'd ask me to do it. But okay, animated horses. That's different. Yeah,
Difficult, but possible.
sure.
Well, what's the big deal? We see there's a dead thing on the road. We ignore it and we keep going. What's the holdup here?
I agree.
Okay.
I don't think it's worth the time trying to unbound whatever that is, and it might be dangerous. So just let's skirt around it and beeline home.
Let's hope it ignores us.
Just down your guard and let's move.
All right.
So the rest of the day's travel, you do not need to make a lead the way roll as you come out of the forest and you recognize this this pathway that leads to the original starting village and up into the swamps.
We've been here before.
You guys have been here. You're like,
I know this place.
and you're not far from the village, but it is getting into evening.
Even I couldn't get lost here.
So you do have the option to try to push on if you like, or you can set up camp and get to your village in the morning.
I'm okay pushing on. How are you guys feeling?
I'm fine. Either way.
We can just tuck Caldy on a cart somewhere and he can sleep if need be.
There's
not
The
like
only one that can see.
No one will notice the difference in the weight, though.
Yeah, and Caldy is the only one that can see.
Yeah, true.
I would push on because if we stop here, I need to make camp. It's a quarter day to make camp and then a quarter day to sleep. And then
Yeah.
getting home.
I would rather be home. She kind of shakes her head like, what am I saying? I would rather be home sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
I'm fine with
Let's
pushing
light
on.
some torches and push through.
All right, so everybody can give me an endurance roll.
Ah.
Yep, that's where it lies. If we can do the endurance roll.
If we failed, we need to push.
That is up to you.
If I have two success, can I grab someone? Can I put someone on the card? 'Cause I know from ability you could bring someone with you. I don't know if it works for engine.
Yeah, if you
I'm
have
already down a strength, so I don't feel like I should
Oh.
push.
Good lord.
Does he just
the dice
pass
turn
it out?
around, right?
It took him a while, but the dice figured out which game I'm playing. Holy shit! I took as much damage from that push as I did during the entire fight.
But so much willpower.
all right.
It is. That's why I'm okay with it.
So, Kogan, Ryzen, and Desi. You guys try and go, but like it's been a long day. There's been cultists. There's been some of you have been almost dead at least twice. Some of you you're starting to like feel it in your back where you took that blow on the shield and it kind of reverberated up your arm and down your back. Those of you who failed, take a point of damage to agility. And you cannot hike. You must rest or sleep at this quarter day.
Oh,
Oh, so we're stuck anyway.
yeah. You know what? I think I was wrong. As she looks at the slight hill in front of her.
Because we need, we can bring someone with us if we have more than one success, but we're one success down, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, it does say in the rules that those who fail, you can't choose to leave them behind.
Thanks.
It'll be fun. Let's not do that, okay? Thing is, if you need to sleep and you don't have a camp, it's another endurance roll. That might be funny.
Uh-huh.
What happened? I slept on a rock.
All right. So let's get a camp.
I'm gonna make one.
Might take us a bit before we get home.
Try to rest while I make camp. If you can't rest while I make camp, you'll rest afterward.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. Thinking that I could just keep walking forever.
It's all right. And try to get some rest, Dizzy.
You were thinking what I was thinking. Nice comfy bed instead of having to camp on the ground again.
I was thinking that it's so much easier to protect all of you when you're inside a room in a building with walls and a door. Yeah, just prop something against the door and all set.
Yep.
And yeah, the bed is a nice addition, I have to say. I like
Well,
the
we're
mayor's
close to that.
taste.
But we're not
Kinda.
quite there yet.
No, I think you're right.
Are we there yet?
Try to sleep while I make camp.
Don't make me get up and hit you.
All right. Desi and Ryzen, you guys can both give me endurance rolls for trying to rest while there is no camp.
Oh,
What?
no.
Actually, sorry, are you guys trying to rest
We're
or are you
waiting.
trying to sleep?
I'm waiting until camp is ready.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for camp. I'm just acting like a petulant little child because I'm tired and cranky.
Okay, perfect. All right.
I'm going to spend a willpower and I'm going to meditate just so I can get my rest.
All right. So,
Actually, Chris, I'm going to act like a kid in a mall who just flops on the ground and doesn't want to get up.
all right. So nobody is keeping watch then.
Desi will keep watch.
Desi can't keep watch. Those of you who
Oh.
failed the endurance roll must
Oh.
rest or sleep.
Justice will keep watch.
Oh, well, if we must rest or sleep while we're waiting for camp to get made, then apparently she is resting.
I'll keep watch. And I'll spend a torch to make it easier or less difficult. Not sure how that works.
I say depending on if there's an encounter and what the encounter is, it might offset the penalty.
But I should take a die off, right?
Well, you can roll your torches.
Roll torch. Yay, torches.
Yay.
And yes, I will try to keep watch since I made my endurance roll.
Right. So Okatai's in the process of finding a good place for camp. Ryzen and Desi are doing the best they can to rest a bit. Trust you're gonna keep an eye out. You got a torch for when it starts to get dark. And you can see just kind of like over towards like the north, just off this this path that you know is a significant landmark on your way to your village. Just at the kind of the edge of your torchlight, you see like an absolutely magnificent white stallion. Bit, bridle, saddle, saddlebags, blanket, like the whole kit.
Interesting.
And it's just kind of like trotting along, kind of like on the road a little. No sign of a rider.
I'll kind of set the torch down and kind of move just to the edge of the torchlight so it could still see me, but I'm not trying to hide from it.
Okay.
Looking at it quizzically. See if it has any kind of intelligence to it.
It does appear like it backs away as you start to approach.
I'll stop.
Can we see Trestius wandering, or are we kind of not paying attention?
You're not really paying attention.
Okay.
I'll try to call it over. I mean, it's got like bit and bridle and all that kind of stuff. It's domesticated.
Give me an animal handling roll.
I am very good at this. By good at this, I mean I have 2 dice.
It's more dice than I've got in it.
I'll try to push it. Seems cool. Ouch.
You're like stupid fucking animals. But you kind of calm yourself, centered. You're like, I'm an elf. I am one with nature. And
It is easier to deal with you if you were dead. But come here.
and the horse does come over to you. And as it gets closer, you can see that there are some blood stains on the saddle and on the blanket. They look old, and the horse looks like it's been grazing, but has not been properly fed or brushed in a number of days.
Can I give it food?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll drop a dice in food. I mean, he's an elf, so he knows how to deal with an animal.
Yep.
Ish.
Yes.
Better than a person, probably. And I'll check him out, make sure he's okay, and try to lead him back to camp. See if he'll come.
Yeah, he seems to be fine. You do see like on the saddlebags and on the blanket, there is a rose shaped sigil.
Is that familiar?
It doesn't look familiar at all. If you had to guess, you think it's probably. I mean, this isn't just like a draft horse. Like this is this is like an Arabian stallion sort of thing. Or the what are the Swiss horses? The ones that they always have in circus, Leapsinger. It's a very this is a noble's horse, and that is undoubtedly the sigil of some noble.
Okay, gotcha. Is it a war horse or is it?
It is combat trained.
Oh wow. I mean, I'll lead it back to camp then.
Hey, something for one of our guys to bond with if he still needs something.
Something happened to a noble somewhere north some time ago. It's fine. I don't think there's an immediate threat.
There are nobles on this island?
Appears to be a noble's horse. This is a very large island. We've only seen a small part of it. Who knows what's out there?
I guess. I just assumed that this was just basically a penal colony island.
It's almost like the Empire lied to you all.
I mean, damn this empire. Maybe I can just ask the horse about it. He can tell me more about what happened. Probably not the name of his rider, because I don't expect him to know that's such a thing. But if he was in a fight,
You could speak to horses.
well, it's an animal. I don't think
That's very convenient.
I don't think it's it, but
I could speak to the horse too, but it would take some time and the horse would not survive.
I mean, anyone who can speak with the horse, I can understand what the horse says back.
There you go. I mean, anybody can talk to a horse. Nothing special about that at all.
I can just make sure you understand and get understood back. Chris, I want to interact with this, but I don't want to not make camp this quarter.
Yep. So you'll have to wait till after the camp is made and everything.
So when I'm done with camp, I can ask the horse about it.
Okay.
Because I know if I roll a dice while I'm doing something, I lose what I'm doing. So I'm not rolling a dice.
Ignore the wolfkin. He's very protective of horses and animals and whatnot. He'll get you in a moment. And eat this thing, whatever it is you eat. Just take your pick. Horses eat things, right?
Yes, they do.
I'm sure.
So the rest of the evening passes. Camp is made. People are tired, but they can now get some sleep. So what would everybody like to do in the evening? Or I guess in the night?
It's 10:25, so sleep.
Okay.
Somebody has to keep watch, but
I'm going to sleep.
I'll keep on.
all
I'll
right.
speak with the horse first. I'll speak with the horse first. I'll keep on.
I guess I'm sleeping.
Okay.
We're so close to home.
I
I'll cast animal
don't
feet
think we're
before.
gonna make it before the end of the session, though.
What a fucking trek to get to the castle and back. Unreal.
Traveling is never casual in this game.
It is not. No, that's part of the charm.
So before everyone goes to bed, I'm gonna use animal speak on the horse.
Okay.
Try to speak with him. I do not have formula written down for this one yet.
I keep forgetting that I have to add all of your animal stuff onto your character sheet.
You did.
Oh, did I?
You did. You did. and roll it now.
All right, you do not blow yourself up casting animal speech.
What a way to go.
Which is actually a thing you could say in this game.
So weird.
So I have two questions.
Right.
One plus the power level of the cell. I'm gonna ask. Well, do you know what happened to your rider?
Attackers ambushed. Long ago.
Okay. Because you got attacked, you got ambushed a long time ago. Wow, a long time ago.
Well, a long time ago, but as far as a horse can tell the passage of time.
Um, I know it's not exactly word when I speak with him, so I'm gonna ask him where this happened, but I want to know when, like, was he in a forest? Was he in a plain? Was he like? Because I know he can tell me like a place, but I'm trying to pinpoint a bit more where he got from.
Just one sec here. Number of questions equal to the power level of the spell. He will be able to tell you that it happened. One sec, I need to look at my map. In the sands near the swamp.
Okay, so it's quite a bit away.
Yeah, quite a ways away.
We kind of see that's the question I could ask to him, but I'm still gonna convey to him that I'm gonna take care of him and it's gonna be fine.
Okay.
And I'm gonna stand guard and just more than likely, if I can like, you said he was still bloodstained.
The rest of the night passes quietly, uneventfully.
Hey, we got sleep.
Everybody gets sleep. Everybody can take their rest. Okatai, when morning comes, you are coughing something fierce. You are sick and take a point of damage to strength and agility. And as you're coughing, momentarily, you kind of look up, and everybody else, you hear like this horrible like coughing and hacking sound coming from your wolfkin. And Okatai, when you look towards them, you see their faces kind of melt, and you can see the true demonic nature of them underneath.
Oh,
That sounds bad.
And since it's 10:30, we'll call it there, I think.
you son of a...
I wasn't feeling demonic.
Well,
I mean, I kind of was a little bit.
I mean,
Yeah.
I guess
as
take
much as
again.
you always do, though.
but yeah, we'll call it a little bit early, and then that way you guys have a week to like plan what you want to do, because you should get back to your village next week.
Oh my god, I hope so. I find it
no idea
very,
what's
very
going on
interesting
there.
that the little side quest takes, what, 7 sessions? It's kind of cool, actually.
When I get the
I really like that James runs for a while, like and really get into attackers. The time the side quests in those game takes makes me like gleeful because we can really explore characters in the map.
So I've got to do some reading into Dragon's Bane, which is the newest Freely game, which is like a It's almost like a weird, like, not quite D&D with some elements of Forbidden Lands based on a simplified Call of Cthulhu system.
That sounds really weird.
It's the first ever English printing of the game that was like the big role playing game in Sweden. Like D&D never hit in Sweden.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
All right. XP. Did you participate in the game session? Yes. Did you travel through at least a hex? Yes.
Yep.
Defeat one or more monsters? No.
A fuck ton of cultists, but
Yeah.
no monsters.
Find a treasure with 1 gold or more. You did.
Yep. The coin was worth 12 silver, so 1.2 gold.
Build a function? No. Activate your pride? Okatai did. Suffer from your dark secret? Nobody really suffered.
Don't think so.
Nope.
And the cultists, they suffered from
Yeah.
disease, dark secret.
I'll give some
It's a very strange session. I have very little suffrage. I suffered very little.
Risk your life for another PC?
Not a little. Not even a little bit. For me, anyway.
Extraordinary action.
Hell yeah. Desi gets an XP for taking, what, 20 attacks? It's insane.
Right.
I vote Desi anyway.
Yeah, I would agree.
So it'll be 3 XP for everybody, and then 4 for Okatai and 4 for Dizzy.
Thank you.
You were not there for XP last time, Tony, but we did give you the bonus XP for the fight. But we also gave bonus XP for Risen and Colby for going back into the castle and stealthily steal a Palaquin inside under the nose.
Yeah, like the recap is like, oh, by the way, you got this golden pelican or whatever it is. Like, what? Where the hell did that come from? What are you talking about?
That's what I wanted to tell you because you didn't get that part of the story. I think it was
And then
right
Chris did his recap. Is like, oh yeah, people are lighting people on fire by lighting their blood. What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
This is not good. But what happened when I went to bed?
A couple of well-placed arrow shots can make all the difference.
Yeah, I mean that worked out. I'm happy that my role started well and ended poorly.
Yeah. All right.
By the way, Chris, it's one more day for my wound, I guess.
Okay. Perfect. So now you just got to worry about this strange disease that is causing you to hallucinate.
My wound is not gone, by the way.
No.
Just wanted to count it down.
All right.